Hey guys, I have a question for you. My question is this: what keeps you from caring? Is it that you have bills to pay? That you don't drive as nice a car as your neighbor? Your wife isn't as pretty as the guy down the street? What is it that keeps us from recognizing the injustices and the things that other people go through that are so much greater than ours? What keeps us in our world and keeps us from speaking out and crying out for those without a voice? As I ask that question, I call to arms those who have heard of the story of the 5-year-old girl in McAlester, Oklahoma, who was raped and sodomized by a 64-year-old man. Her reward for enduring this rape was that her perpetrator received 1 year in prison, and that was it. And more importantly, a judge and district attorney forced a 5-year-old girl to go before this man in a courtroom and testify before the man who raped her, who victimized her. I ask you, are your bills more important than the broken life of a 5-year-old and a family that has been shattered? I ask you, is there anything that you have in this world that makes your cause greater than this? And if not, if there's anything that stirs in you to want to see justice and righteousness in this land, then I would call anyone and everyone who has heard the story and who has felt the pain and the suffering of this daughter, for every girl who's ever experienced this same tragedy upon themselves, I would ask you to remember and to relive the memory of what you have experienced. And then I would ask you to cry out to the governor of Oklahoma, to the mayor of McAlester, to any who have influence over this judge and this district attorney and this gross error of judgment in this ruling of 1 year for someone who has destroyed the life of a 5-year-old child. I ask you to speak out, to cry out, and to see justice served to those who would not render it when it was within their power to put forth justice through judgment. I pray that the God of the heavens would open the voices of His sons and daughters, and that we would cry out, and that we would see justice, and that we would see this judge come down, and that we would see this district attorney come down, and that the shame that they have allowed to be endured by this family would be a shame that they themselves would endure in understanding their position and their commitment to protect the innocent and to render to the lawless what they have coming. Thank you.